welcome back to Wet Lines. You join me, Ian Baker, on another 48-hour session. Actually, that's a lie. I think it's a 72. I'm down here from Thursday morning to Sunday lunchtime, whatever the maths of that is. So I'm down on Elphicks Fisheries in the Prairie Lake. I think I'm in swim 10. This is what we're fishing with. So yeah, it is currently double Luke, a little bit warm, but it's only about 9:30 in the morning, so that won't bode well. It is a 3-rod lake, but I'm going to start off with just the 2, I don't want to overcongest the situation, and again with this hot weather, it's always good to have the surface fishing rod ready to go. So I'll tell you what though, just take a second, listen. Beautiful. Compare that if you saw my last session, A12 Lakes. It's a beautiful lake, great fish in there, but the noise of that motorway was doing my Swede in. Now you come here, nowhere near a road. All I've got to do is listen to all these eggs beeping their alarms every time they set them up, because no one can mute their alarms apparently, but apart from that we're all cruising. So to start off with, as per usual, keeping it real simple, sticking to what I know, IQD rig on both rods. We've got a Supreme Cream down on the right, and I've got me create my own up in the bay over there, which is the tooty nut flavour. That's what we're working with, that's what we're starting proceedings off with. Here for a while, so let's get fishing and let's get some carp in a bit.
Follow through, take your time. You move like water and taste like wine. You're holier than I am.
I just love it when your lead comes off and you cast it. Beautiful.
Gentle hands, golden eyes. I am a man made of borrowed time.
Rightio people, so it's currently now day 1 evening, it's 9 PM, and if you're looking thinking, oh that looks a bit different, I have moved swims. I am now in what I believe is referred to as the Lonely Man swim. It's the only swim on the other side of the lake. I'll tell you for why, I don't know if it'll come up on video, they probably won't do it now that I've put my rods out there. There's an area there, if it comes up on the film, happy days. If it's not, because they are doing it. Fizzing like absolute mad round there. Carp have been jumping out on it since it got kind of evening-ish. So I waited to see if anyone came round here. As soon as the sun went and it was a bit cooler, about 8 o'clock, bang, we moved. So we've moved round here, a lot of effort. It is still double hot, but at least the sun's gone in. So we're now around here in the Lonely Man swim. If it's not already officially called that, I'm going to call it that, but I think it is. So if I do not get into one, then there must be some kind of other naturals they're munching on or something, and that's why no one else is really catching them at the minute, because whatever's in that area, they are absolutely loving it. Yeah, it is fizzing up a few. I'll get out of the focus and see if it zooms in on it. Some scanning action. Hello, that's just me, don't worry about that. Proper having it up out there. So as I said, it is now 9 PM. It's cooled down and it is fizzing chronic on my spot, so fingers crossed it produces, so stay tuned. I'll either see you before it's dark, hopefully any time, but it might be when it's dark any bit. Rain it in, mate, rain it in. Rightio people, so it is now day 2, morning of. I'm just hiding in what shade I have because it is double Luke again. Obviously we've had nothing overnight. Fish are still all over the gaff. Tried a bit of surface fishing this morning. They were interested, I just didn't have any luck. So I've put the 2 new rods out. Different tactics, well different baits on each. Got one down the far right margin, that's on double sweet corn, because that's done me a job here before. And then I've walked around and chucked a fair bit of sweet corn on that one to try that different option. And then the other rod, because we've got 8 wraps into the opposite margin of the island. Right in a nice little hole I managed to get it in, or just right on the edge of it. And I've mixed that one up and put the virus wafter on, a bit more of a meaty wafter, a bit more of a meaty bit of bait. just to see if that's maybe they're not in a fruity mood, maybe, or a nutty mood, maybe they're in a meaty mood. So that's where we're at. Just catapulted some other boilies on that one. And for the time being, I'm now just going to hide in the shade for a little bit because it is double hot and it is currently only dead on 11 AM. So that's where we're at. It's tough right now because again, it's very hot. But the next 2 days are meant to be drastically different. Rain, you'd like to think therefore overcast, windy, rainy. Maybe that'll spurt them up into life because obviously the last week or so it's been very hot every day. So maybe 2 days of rain, wind, whatever it's going to be, we'll get them on the go. Because at the minute they're all cruising around, they're jumping out, they're doing everything but eat, it would appear. But anyway, that's it for now. So yeah, in a bit. Finally hitting the fish number 1. Come off the double Sweetcorn down the margin. Haven't weighed it yet, we'll have a look in a minute, but it's a beautiful, beautiful common. Fish is absolutely livid. Oh. Oh. Hold up. Oh, you know what? It's going to be a mid-20 this. It's got some deceptive weight about it. There you go. Oh. There we go, people. So, I come off the double corn down the margin. A couple of minutes literally as I got this in the net, another fish was down there, so I'm going to crack on with this. Try and get that rod out ASAP, but there you go. Give it a quick weigh. Very happy with that. What do you reckon for weight? I'm going to say 25. Let's have a look. Whew. 24, what's that, 28, 27, 26 and a half I'd call that, ish. Maybe even 27, yeah, 27, beautiful. Oh, game on, people, we got fish number 1. Jesus. Could be number 2 soon, that's right near my other rod. So she's warm though. But anyway, fish number 1, a 27-pound common, that was a beauty. And that came on down the right hand side here on the double Sweetcorn. I had a feeling that would work. The best success I've had at Prairie is on double Sweetcorn. So if you're fishing here on Prairie, you may be very confident in this bait, this bait, this bait. Have one rod at least on double Sweetcorn, trust me. A few times I've been here this year, the best success I've had has been on double Sweetcorn. That's a blinder. That's a beautiful result. So yeah, that rod's back out there, pretty much exactly the same kind of area. The other rod I'm going to leave for now, but that's over there with the virus on it. If nothing comes to that one, I'll put some Sweetcorn on that one as well. The only problem over there is, unless you're fishing a margin you can walk round to, Sweetcorn's kind of a tricky thing to bait up with. You put it in PVA, dissolves it, put it in a spod, it's a bit much. I knew that margin would work. That's why I put the effort in to come around here. I knew that margin was the one. All day yesterday when I sat over there was a fella fishing here. I don't know if he caught. I heard his rods, I think his rods were going off quite a lot. I don't know, I didn't really pay much attention. But I saw a lot of fish jumping around, swirling around down that margin. So I knew if an opportunity came for me to move over here I would. And it's paid off. Fish number 1. Feeling good for another one on that spot, to be fair. Been a lot of action down there. I've had a few liners before that, so what a result. So yeah, if you're enjoying this video so far and you enjoy the Wetlines content and you're not already, please do us a favour and hit that subscribe button. It'd be much appreciated, helps us out. And if you give it a thumbs up on the video, all these things are free to do. It's just you giving it 5 seconds to click them little buttons. Just helps us out in getting out there in the YouTube algorithm and letting us know you're enjoying the content. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to go and catch some more fish in a bit. Right, yeah, people, so it's just coming up to about 4:30. on Friday, which is evening of day 2. Just thought I'd show you the rig that caught me the fish, because this is what I'm about to put out on the other rod, so I'm going to have both on the same situation. It's just a simple, get off me, simple lead clip system, IQD rig. With just 2 corn on it. Simple as that. And then obviously your tubing. So that's what we're going to be putting out. I was considering putting it down the same margin but further along, but I'm going to give that a miss. I don't really want to overly congest one area. Instead I'm going to stick with the spot I had the other rod on, which was I think about 8 wraps straight ahead to somewhere generically just there-ish. Oh, a bit of shade. And then, because I want to get some sweet corn out there, but sweet corn's tricky, I'm going to spod. I'm going to have to put a few boilies in there, maybe crush a few up, and then quite a bit of sweet corn in there, so that the overriding bait there is the sweet corn. That's going to go over there. That rod went back out there, lovely jubbly, went round there obviously and put some more corn on that. And we'll see what happens. So it's about 4:30 at the minute. It is still piping hot, so we still needed to cool down a bit till we get to, you know, what might be perceived as bite time at the minute around here, but looking forward to it. So stay tuned, hopefully there'll be some more carp in a bit. Okay, so it's now Saturday morning. No fish overnight. The world supply of liners and drops and all kinds of stuff. Struck into a few things and just ended up having a load of sticks and reeds and stuff on my lines, so that's not gone well. But we've made a few changes today, vis-a-vis positioning. Oh, jumped out over there, that's lovely. But anyway, out here, you've got the where the island is here. There's a little shallow area that comes out, slopes down. So I've got one rod in line with me from here. I don't even know how to tell you. I'll mark it up on the thing. Kind of on the edge of where I think the shallow area is, because it's stony. So right on the edge of that. There's been quite a few fish literally showing right on top of that in about the last couple of minutes. And they're still just with this double sweet corn, and then I put 2 spods out with just sweet corn and a few boilies crushed up in whole boilies. Very close to where that fish is now, but a little bit further out to the right. And then the other rod down this right hand side, obviously I've been fishing over by that hole there, but yesterday just down here there was a fish showing itself repeatedly. Well, not showing itself, but you know, obviously knocking about in there. So I left it there all day, put a bit of sweet corn on it, I just didn't do anything. But today I've put my rod right down in there, and again on the double sweet corn with a scattering of free sweet corn around it and a few boilies just to have a bit more in case other breams or something eat the sweet corn. Well, there's a lot of fish activity out by that shallow area. We shall see. But it's a lot better weather today, for me personally anyway. Overcast. There was a little bit of rain earlier. It's a lot more of a comfortable day today. A lot more carpy. See that? Whoa, there's fish right out there on my spot. It's got potential, that. It's got potential. A lot of fish activity. Ooh. Well, and it's fizzing right near me. Alright, well that's got me excited. Anyway, so I'm going to crack on. When I say crack on, I'm not going to do anything. I just need to get my chair out and have a little sit and watch. Sit and watch. So yeah, stay tuned. And fingers crossed, there'll be carp number 2 along real soon. In a bit. Well, there we are, people, fish number 2. That was an absolutely ridiculously savage take. So that was on the rod, down the right margin. Right on that spot that I said about to see the fish on. On the double Sweetcorn, happy days. We'll get it out, we'll have a look. Nice little mirror. Huh? Oh, double take that I was not planned for. Got the other net in the sling. It's chilling in the water. Right now, people, what we've had there is ourselves a double take. Now, I've had double takes before, probably, potentially, but normally when I've had someone with me. A double take on your own is a bit of a different animal. Obviously, I'd already had the other one just about in. But when it's a double take, you've got to just release the clutch and let the other one do what you've got to do and make sure you make safe of the one you've already got. So, we've got that one in the cradle, in the sling in the water in a minute, so we'll get that one out and have a little gander. Leave the other one in the net for now. It's in a way that it cannot get out. I'm gonna have to reorganise. It's got me in a bit of a shambles. The second rod that went there was the one I was anticipating more because it was fizzing up out there beautifully. I was like, it's gonna go any minute, and then bang, the one down the margin went. Whew. All a bit chaotic, but anyway, we'll get the first one out, a little mirror. We'll have a gander. We won't wait because it wasn't a big one. We'll just have a little look, get it back, and check on the second one, which is a common. Looks a bit bigger in a bit. Rightio, people. So, little double take there. Haven't had to deal with one of them for a long time. Definitely not on my own. But we'll have a look at the first one. And they both come off with a double Sweetcorn. Double corn's the way, yeah, I'm telling you. Cracked it. Cracked the code. Nice little cute one, this one. Nothing too spectacular, but it's a beautiful little fish. Look at that little chap, or lass, whatever. Beautiful little mirror. Livid. That came off the Sweetcorn. That was the one down the right hand margin where I see the fish knocking about all day yesterday. Put a bit of corn there. Put a rod there this morning. And we're into fish number 2. Absolute little diamond, this one. Look at that, that's a little beauty. We won't weigh this one. We'll get it back and we'll check out fish number 3. Here's fish number 3. Bigger size than the second. I don't think it's bigger, it's definitely not bigger than the first. Another lovely common. Give it away in a minute, but let's have a look at it. Oh! Look at that. There we go. Fish number 3. All coming off the double corn. On new spots from this morning. They've both been on an hour or 2 maximum. Marvellous. We'll get a quick picture. We'll give it away. See what we're working with. £18 if it calms itself down. Calling that £18. There we are, people. That was a result, if not a little bit unsettling. 2 fish at the same time. Literally haven't had to deal with that for a long old time, but that was both fish, 2 different spots, both on double corn. What a result. Little 18-pound common and a who knows how big mirror. Don't worry about that. So now everything's a bit of a mess. Net's over there, both rods are over here. This is another prime example of why I personally do not fish on my own with 3 rods. It all gets a bit much, or it can get a bit much. I know it's unlikely more often than not that you get a double or even a triple, but it technically is possible. But what a result. Anyway, but as I was taking pictures of one of my fish, there was developments. So whether, I don't know if you fished Elphicks recently or never fished it and thinking about it. I don't know how new this feature or opportunity is, but you can actually order food to your swim, and if you ask for it nicely, they bring it round to you. So literally, as I was taking pictures of the mirror, the lady from the cafe brought me around my breakfast. So I'm going to show you that now, because I haven't looked at it myself yet. Boom bow! So this should be sausage, egg and bacon roll with tomato sauce. Hey, there she is. Oh, there's even a hash brown in there. Didn't ask for it, but that's even better. So that's the ultimate reward right there. 2 fish, and breakfast on point. So if you're ever down here at Elphicks, give the cafe give the cafe a phone call. So, you know, pal, I want this ideally delivered then if you can. And they bring it down to you. If you go in the cafe itself, you can pay by card. Obviously if it's on the swim, it's cash. I assume I just gave them cash anyway. So I'm going to sit down now, munch on this, relax, breathe, get my thoughts back in action. I've got a lot of admin to do, so we might give that a little while. But happy days. 3 fish, breakfast on the bank. Thanks for that. See you in a bit. It's time for Cider of the Sesh. Cider of the Sesh. Rightio people, so on today's Cider of the Sesh. Now I believe this is, we're going to use the word family. Part of a family of ciders, or a little collection. I have tried the other 2 so far, which was Thatcher's Blood Orange, which was absolutely banging. That was probably in at number 2. And the other Thatcher's one that I cannot remember of. So today we've got Thatcher's Rose Cider. So that is today's Cider of the Sesh. Again, they've done their absolute bits on the market. It's a beautiful, beautiful, enticing can. That's a bit of me. So what we got? We got some statistics. Just your average 4%. Nothing probably too funky to tell you about with this really. It's Thatcher's. It's a cider. We'll get it down and have a little taste, shall we? Going with a signature sniff test. Yep, that just tastes like a very appley cider, surprisingly. Thatcher's Rosé Cider. Let's give it a go. I'll be honest with you, because I'm that kind of guy. Ciders that are normally just, you know, your apple cider, I'm not normally a fan of. They're normally a bit meh. This one's pretty nice. I'm getting the red apple vibe. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty nice. It's also cold and mighty refreshing after a swim move. Now, it doesn't beat Blood Orange, and it still does not beat Crane Cider. They are still number 1. In fact, I think they might have some new flavours out of Crane Cider. I need to look into that, because we've tried their first 4, and I'm sure I might have seen recently they got some new ones, but I need to try and remember which ones we tried to get on it, so keep a lookout for that in the future. Maybe there might be some more Cranes, not sure. But of the solely apple ciders, this is a comfortable number 1. This is a 10 out of 10 for just an apple cider. As an overall cider, if we're going to give the Cranes average 9 and 10, the Blood Orange was an 8. That was really nice. I'd put this in there as a 7.5. But as a solely apple cider, 10 out of 10. Comfortably the best, just apple flavoured cider. So yeah, that was Thatcher's Rose or Rosé cider. Make sure you get yourself some, try it out. That was Cider of the Sesh. Cheers. Cider of the Sesh. Situation check. Nothing's happened. It's been a very dead afternoon. It's just hit 5 PM, so hopefully it's getting to that time of day, maybe, where they, much like us, get a little bit peckish and they want a snack. But I also thought I'd show you. So again, like I said earlier, you can order food to your swim. So I have ordered myself some dinner. Let me show you this bad boy. It just got delivered. Look at this. That is right there, a lasagna and salad. Ooh, that is looking magnificent. Tad hot though. Ooh. So hopefully by the time I eat my dinner, the fish will be ready for their dinner. I'd love one more. It sounds a bit greedy, but I haven't had many sessions where I've hit a lot of fish. And I've had 3. I wouldn't even say 4 is a lot of fish. There's probably many of you out there that when you go fishing, you're eating 5, 6, 7, 8 fish every single session. I'm not. For me to have had 3, it's already a good achievement for me. But if I can get 4 or 5, 5 would be a lovely number to hit. I'd love to be able to get 5, but we'll see what happens. It's been a bit dead this afternoon. There's not really been as much fishy indication. There's been quite a lot of fish rolling out and fizzing, but not in my domain. Having said that, there you go. That was a fish, just jumped out, just past my right hand margin rod. So, okay, I take it back. All right, let's give me some excitement. So I'm going to crack on with my dinner now. I need to be ready for that fish. And hopefully by the time I finish this, he'll have eaten that, and I'll be showing you that in a bit. Okay people, so we finally got fish number 4, and it was again down the right hand margin. I had a feeling it was coming. There was no fizzing down there, but there was a lot of fish ripples. I just went back and sat in the bivvy for 2 seconds. I heard a big splash. I thought, oh, let's go out and see what's occurring. Literally got from the rod to the rods and bang, the alarm went off. And I tell you what, these kind of little fish mixed with being at an angle, absolute savage take. Not a big one at all, but when it's fish number 4, it's just another lovely extra. And he was furious and still is. Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. Keep it, oh, easy, easy. Get yourself in there, stroke me. Absolutely livid little common. Seems having a lovely time down that margin. And once again on the double corn. So you know what's going to be happening here. We're going to be putting that rod back out there. Just got to be on the ball quick if it's during the night, because the takes are absolutely savage. But there we go, fish number 4. Been a lovely session so far, very happy with that. We'll get a picture, we'll put it back, we don't need to weigh this one. And we'll get the rod back out and hopefully get another one. Cheers. Alrighty people, so it's just gone about 9:30, nothing ever come of them rods, of the fishy activity. But I am going to start packing up now, which does mean it's the end of the session, because it is going to start raining again soon. And I'm only on here till 12 anyway, and my bivvy has pretty much dried. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, I'd love it if you give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you want to see some more content from us on wet lines. There's plenty more coming this year. And yeah, pretty happy with this session. The move of swims, even with the effort in the heat, it paid off in the end with 4 fish. Biggest 27 £, smallest don't know what it was, didn't weigh them, but some pretty little fish. And yeah, I'm very happy to have a nice little four fish. Pretty happy with that indeed. So yeah, that is the end of the vlog, unless something happens literally within the next couple of minutes as I start to pack up. So, from me, Ian Baker and Elphicks Prairie Lake, keep those lines wet, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra for now.